Man, it's Halloween and I don't have anything special planned. I remember all those Halloween specials from when I was a kid. That's it! I'll review Halloween specials!
That's a terrible idea!
You shut down! Yeah! Oh, my organs!
It's the greatest idea ever! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Count Jackula Show's Halloween specials! Special!
From Count Jackula.
That's right! This month I'm gonna review 5 classic Halloween specials, starting with the most beloved of the bunch. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Do a real episode!
Now, while this is also the most beloved, it's also the most obvious, so I'm doing it first to get it out of the way. I remember when this thing started playing, it was like Halloween time became official. It was like when you saw your first jack-o'-lantern of the season, or a Halloween decoration on a random house. It came on, and you knew it was time. Time to get ready for tricks or treats, put on that damn costume, and go around mugging individual houses for their goddamn candy. And if they didn't give it up, well, woe be unto them. Or maybe that's just me. I'm not sure how well this thing holds up to kids these days, or if it has that kind of resonance, but my feeling is that it probably does. So what makes this thing such a classic? I mean, it's not scary, it's not really about monsters. Yeah, it's about trick-or-treating, but what's the deal? Undoubtedly, this has a lot to do with Peanuts creator Charles Schultz, who was the first cartoonist to use the convention of little kids talking like adults. Now every comic fucking does it. Seriously, you find me one comic strip where a kid talks like a fucking kid these days. You're not gonna find one. But anyway, Schultz used this convention to talk about all kinds of adult things. And I'm talking about real adult topics here, not just sex and violence. That shit's for the regular Count Jackula show. He used Peanuts to talk about things like addiction, rehabilitation, self-esteem, and the nature of belief. And it's that last one that this special deals with best. I'm sure some of you already know what I'm talking about, but for the rest of you, I'll give you an example. I'm sure nobody would disagree that Lucy is a grade A bitch. She abuses Charlie Brown constantly, always putting him down, making his life hell. And of course, there's the famous football gag.
No.
In many ways, the relationship between Lucy and Charlie Brown is like the relationship between so-called winners and so-called losers. She constantly puts Charlie Brown down and only bolsters him up so that she can humiliate him. This version of the football gag in this special is particularly about this. Charlie Brown refuses to kick the football because he knows Lucy is just going to pull it away. But she produces a signed document legally binding her to allow him to kick the football. Of course it's a trick. And then Lucy says this.
Peculiar thing about this document, it was never notarized.
What a fucking bitch! She tempts Charlie Brown with promises of greatness, sets him up to fail, then blames him for being a loser. You know, I bet Lucy grew up to be one of those kids in college that reads Atlas Shrugged and then just goes on and on about how much that goddamn book changed their life. We don't care about that goddamn book, you elitist bitch. Oh, wait a minute. What were we talking about? Oh, right. The Great Pumpkin itself. You see, Linus has an unwavering belief in a holiday mascot he calls the Great Pumpkin, who's sort of like a Halloween version of Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah, that's probably about right. Of course, nobody knows what he's talking about. None of the rest of the gang has heard of the Great Pumpkin except from what they got from Linus. So they all tell him he's crazy. But Linus continues to believe, and even gets Charlie Brown's sister Sally to wait with him in the pumpkin patch to see if they will be considered worthy. There's even a bizarre criteria he works with that makes no sense.
Each year the great pumpkin rises out of the pumpkin patch that he thinks is the most sincere.
Sincere pumpkin patch? What the fuck is he talking about? It's clear Linus doesn't even really know. He just believes and hopes that his belief is strong enough to get the job done. The religious allegory here is pretty clear, and I like the fact that Schultz isn't criticizing a particular religion so much as examining the behavior of the believer. The believer believes, no matter what happens, no matter what it costs. There's no reasoning, no compromise, just belief. That's pretty insightful for a cartoon for kids. To go even further, Linus is constantly evangelizing about the Great Pumpkin and even feels sorry for those that don't share his belief. But of course, everyone actually feels sorry for him, because no matter what else, they know he's missing out on some great times. Trick-or-treat, Halloween parties, he's missing it. He's missing it, and for what? For nothing. But despite that, he continues to believe. It's both inspiring and sad, which makes it the perfect Charlie Brown cartoon. Next up, we're going to do something a little more unusual, one you might not have known about. Next up is Witch's Night Out.
If you're stuck inside and you can't